Hi Barbie, I'm Real Estate Barbie. Thank you for coming today to see our Malibu 2-bedroom Barbie dream house. This model first came to market in 2021, so it's one of our newest constructions.
Aw, it has that fresh out-of-the-box smell. I love it. And I love how the first floor is open concept. The pool is just inches away from the kitchen.
That's right. Unlike the Barbie pools back in the 70s, this pool has some real three-dimensional depth.
Oh, are those real plastic countertops?
That's right. The whole kitchen has these luxury plastic finishes. Oh, and the appliances will be included. The oven even opens.
I remember that everything was cardboard in my grandma's dream house back in the 60s, made cooking a real fire hazard.
But there is something to say about affordability in the housing market back then. The average house in 1960 would have cost you $11,900. That is, of course, not accounting for inflation. Now, if you walk this way, we can take the elevator to the bathroom, and then we can see the master bedroom.
Oh, the bedroom has bunk beds. How sweet!
The current owner is such a fun but hardworking woman. She's an astronaut/pop star.
Wow, good for her! Did you know that in the US, the participation rate of women in the labor force has increased to 56.9%? Back in the 50s, it was only 34%.
And yet, on average, women still only make about 75 cents for every dollar their male counterparts make. It makes it really difficult for some women to afford the lifestyles they dream of.
Speaking of, I love everything about this house, but what's the asking price?
This one has an asking price of $4.5 million.
$4.5 million seems like a lot.
I know, real estate prices have skyrocketed in California. Back in '92, a house this size would have cost you approximately $1.67 million, and in the late '80s, I sold a very similar single-family home for just over $670,000.
Well, this really is the dream house for me, but I don't think it's in my price range.
Okay, let's look somewhere else then. After all, California's cost of living is 186% higher than the national average. Housing prices here are 630% higher than in most of the country.
Whoa! Maybe we should fly to New York then.
This is our 2-story New York townhouse. It's foldable, so it's perfect for those tight NYC spaces. You'll also see kitchens like this one. It's compact. It does have plastic appliances, the fridge, the stove, the oven, but the countertops are painted right into the walls.
What a real space saver. How much did you say this house is?
Well, the average asking price for townhouses in this area is $928,000. And I know this is technically a 1-bedroom, but look at the size of this tub. You can practically live in it.
I think it's still a little out of my price range.
I totally understand, Barbie. Maybe we should be looking for something better suited to your current salary. How much do you make?
Well, I'm a yoga instructor, but I'm just getting started, so I make about $74,000 a year.
Well, that's a decent salary, especially considering that in the 90s, self-employed female fitness instructors made an average of less than $20,000 a year.
Wow, that's nothing.
But for this house, even with a 20% down payment, you'd need to pay approximately $4,500 a month with a 25-year amortization period. And just so you know, Brooklyn Barbie is interested in making an offer.
What does she do?
Well, she's a very successful dentist and makes over $180,000 a year, so she can afford the monthly payments.
Let's see. Thinking about my income, I make just over $6,100 a month, so to make those monthly payments of $4,500, I'd need to spend nearly 73% of my monthly income.
Okay, so that doesn't sound realistic. And being honest, it's unlikely you'd ever be approved for a loan for this home unless you had a co-signer.
Hi, I'm Ken, a horse veterinarian.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work out. Do you have anything I could afford?
Well, let's talk about your price range. You said you make approximately $6,100 a month, right?
That's right.
And how about your credit? How's that doing?
It's around $680.
Well, that's good. That means you always pay your bills on time. But how about your spending?
I love shopping and traveling.
Me too. But if you have a lot of credit card debt, it's going to significantly impact the size of loan you will be approved for.
I understand. But what if I limit my spending and pay off my credit card debt?
That will definitely help. So, as far as mortgage goes, the general rule says that you shouldn't spend more than 30% of your monthly gross income on housing.
So for me, that's about $1,800.
Right, so reverse engineering that, if you make monthly payments with a 5.39% interest rate and a 25-year amortization period, you could probably afford something around $300,000.
Is that even doable in a big city like New York?
It's tricky, but I could probably find you a really cute studio apartment in Brooklyn. Maybe a one-bedroom, if we're lucky.
Oh, that's a significant step down from the dream home. I don't know about a condo, though. I'll be dealing with condo or maintenance fees forever, right? Even after I pay off my mortgage. I want more freedom.
Well, you said you love to travel, right?
It's perfect. I'll take it. Nomadic yoga life, here I come. Beep, beep.